Up to today, do you know why I still have an accent? I could have lost that accent. I have 2 younger sisters. You hear them speak, you would never know they're from the Caribbean. But you know what? I wanted to keep that because it's my heritage. And I will keep it for as long as I live. But I'm telling you, I was against affirmative action, but I believe it benefited a lot of people. And with the people who got the majority of it was the Caucasian female. But if you scored higher than me on that police exam or that civil servant exam, you should have gotten the job.
Agreed.
But they were systematically keeping people back because of the color of their skin.
So let me ask you something.
That's the problem.
So and you're. I hear what you're saying, but then let's take Ben Carson. And Susie, thanks for bringing up Ben Carson. Ben Carson was raised by his mother, single family home. Ben Carson made his way out of poverty. No one handed it to him. He worked for it, right? Okay. So my point is, like I said, I don't. If you're going to believe in privilege one way, you have to believe in it both ways. So that's why I say white privilege doesn't exist. Does racism exist? Yes, it does. It absolutely does. Does it exist both from black and a white standpoint? Absolutely, it does. Is there systematic racism in the United States? Yes, there is, and I said I believe that. Does it need to be fixed? Yes, but you can't sit back and automatically say all whites are privileged, because
I never said that.
Well, you kind of did. You said whites have privilege.
No.
White privilege is saying all whites have privilege.
No. White privilege is not saying all whites are privileged.
That's what you said. That's what you said.
No, I never said that. You could go back and listen to the tape. I never said that. No, what I said was...
heritage is Caribbean, Susie. That's Caribbean.
What I said was there is something called white privilege. And you don't have to agree with it. And I'll give you an example. Let me give you my take on Ben Carson. This is what you don't know. Ben Carson is a Seventh-day Adventist. I'm a Seventh-day Adventist. The first book I bought for my son was Gifted Hands. All right? Gifted Hands. I knew Ben Carson before any one of you who's watching your show, or some of these people that are watching this on my live knew who Ben Carson was. Right now, I don't agree with Ben Carson. Ben Carson is a kind of smart aleck, and I want to say it, although we're on Facebook Live, he's a smart ass, and I'll tell you what I mean by that. I watched a hearing by the House, and he's so smart for his own good. They had, I can't remember her name, she's a former cop, in a congresswoman out of Florida, asking him basic questions, and he couldn't answer it. It's the same thing like with our president. They think they're so freaking smart, and the guy could do brain surgery. But right now, I am not a supporter of Ben Carson. And I'm a conservative. You know why? Because Ben Carson, let me tell you something. The same president who called him a psychopath, he's pandering to him. And I'll tell you this, Ben Carson will never be a president of the United States. Never will be. And I keep forgetting we're on a radio show. He will never be. And I'll tell you what, the funny thing about Ben Carson, am I impressed with what he has accomplished by separating the Siamese twins? Yes. At Hopkins and everything? Yes. But we are the same religion, but I don't respect him. Let me tell you something that you don't know. Your listeners don't know, and my listeners don't know. Who is the chaplain of the U.S. Senate? His name is Barry Black. Admiral Barry Black. He's also a Seventh-day Adventist. Listen to him speak and listen to Ben Carson speak night and day. We believe religiously the same thing. But the difference with the two is you will hear Trump has never said anything negative about Barry Black. You know why? Because Barry Black exemplifies what I look as a role model. Ben Carson, I bought that book for my son, Gifted Hands. Today, I would not endorse him for dog catcher in Chesterfield, much less for anything else. But I'll tell you what, Steve, as we go to the next segment, and I don't know where we are in time, I can certainly tell you this, my brother. I never said that white privilege means that all white people are, what did you say I said?
That all whites are privileged.
I never said that. But there is something called white privilege. And the thing is that there are times in America where it's going to happen for you because you're white. It's just, you don't have to agree with it, and you can't see it because you are not black or minority compared to
So,
the minority population.
so then that would say you couldn't see black privilege because you're black.
Well, the black privilege, I probably
Well,
no. Let me answer that. You know why? You know
if
no.
I can't see white privilege because I'm white, then you can't see black privilege because you're black.
Okay, I'll rephrase it this way then. It's not that you can't see white privilege. You refuse to see it because of other white people who have actually said it. I just gave you, I gave you a prominent individual because I'm a big sports fan, Kyle Korver. Google him.
And I can show you
Kyle.
And I can show you black conservatives and black people that say there's no such thing as white privilege.
If you mention Candace Owens or you mention Elder or you mention some of these idiots,
so wait a minute. So they're not black?
No. Let me finish my statement.
Whoa,
yes, they are.
Okay.
If you mention those people, they don't speak for me. Just like Jesse Jackson don't speak for me. They don't speak for me. You know why? You know why they don't speak for me? Because when I listen to these people, the funny thing is simply this.
We're actually having fun with it.
We're having great fun.
We're actually having fun with this.
My views are conservative. But my views, because I'm a conservative, I'm not just everything.
You keep hitting my microphone and we go fight.
Exactly.
Stop hitting
Then we're going to fight, right? And I think I can take you. But the funny thing is this. Those people don't represent me. They don't talk for me. You know the conservatives I enjoyed and I appreciated. Let me mention, one's dead and one's alive. And there's probably a couple others, but I'll mention them. John McCain. I admire that man. I think he should have beat Barack Obama. I'll say it. He should have beat Barack Obama. All of you guys are going to hate me. I'll say it again. John McCain, John Kasich. Those are the kind of conservatives that I listen to. I don't listen to Hannity. He's an idiot. Bill O'Reilly. I grew up on him in Boston. He used to be on a Boston radio station. He's an idiot. I don't listen to people like that. Tucker Carlson. They're idiots.
Morgan Freeman.
I don't listen to him either. I don't listen to him either. I don't listen to Don Lemon. Let me finish.
So wait. No, so what you're telling me is you don't listen to any of them that say there's no such thing as white privilege. That's what you're trying to tell me.
Because
no, you answer my question. No. You answer. You answered.
Because they want to deny it. They want to deny it.
No, you answered my question.
Want to deny it.
So basically, any black man that says there's no such thing as white privilege, you don't listen to him.
I don't listen to him. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. And let me tell you something. I wasn't born in this country, so I can never be president. So you guys have to worry about that. I'd be a great president, by the way. But
Steve for president, y'all.
Steve for president. But I can never be a president. But I'll tell you this, guys. My views are conservative, but I am not just so far right that everything that the alt-right or the far right says, and that's why I can respect you, Steve, because the reason I post something on Facebook the other day is because I have friends and colleagues who they post a lot of BS, and I won't delete them. You know why I won't delete them? Because I want to see what they're going to say. Because I told you, I want to know where I stand. I know where I stand with you.
Right.
Man,
exactly.
If I had my last dollar, I got $20 in my wallet in the car, and you needed it right now, I'd give it to you.
No doubt in my mind.
I would do it. And there's some of them out there, there's some people who look like me, I wouldn't give it to them. But the point I'm trying to make here is simply this. I am not going to delete people because they disagree or I disagree with their views. I want to know where they stand because let me tell you, I'm not worried about the straight out people who are outright. I'm not scared of them because I know where I stand. I'm worried about the ones who are quiet on social issues. Man, you when the George Floyd thing happened, one of the first things you said to me, you know what? That guy was guilty and he should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law.
Amen.
When the riot started in Richmond, I said to you, and the looting, I said every single one of them should be arrested and prosecuted to full prosecution and should be able to pay full restitution.
Yes,
I said
you
that
did.
to you.
Yes, you did.
That's why I can respect you. But when you're not saying jack about what's happening to black men, I'm a black man, and you're trying to tell me you don't want to say nothing about the issue, man, bump you. Come on, you don't care about me. Don't tell me that. Your silence is killing me. Your silence is quiet. Don't be so silent. Say something. You don't have to go out there and protest if you don't want to, but say something. With you, I know where I stand with you.
Right.
And that's why I respect you. But some people, I don't know where I stand with them, and if I don't know where I stand with you, man.
Thank you, Penny. I'm running.
Very good.
I'm gonna get on the ballot. So.
That was a little rant we had there, guys. All in love.
And believe it or not, him and I can do this all the time. So
All the time we do it.
But we did run a little over. I said I was only going to do an hour and a half show today, and we could probably sit here for half the night, knowing me and Terrence.
Right.
But I do want to tell you guys, thank you for listening to the WG Radio podcast. Thank you for those that came on and watched the Facebook Live with us. All of Terrence's friends over here and all of my friends over here, I really appreciate you. And just want you to know I love you all.
I love you too.
God bless you. Love you. God bless you. Love you.
We love you guys.
And
peace.
We'll have Terrence back another time. We'll do this again.
Exactly.
God bless you. Y'all have a great night.
We'll do it around election time.
Around election time. We'll do it again.
We'll have a good talk.
Y'all be blessed. Good night.
God bless you. Good night, everybody. One love. Peace. Go back and watch it.
Love you.
All right. Steve, that was great, man. I missed prayer meeting. That's okay, but I enjoyed